back to That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.
Back from Times Square, it's Kevin McCullough. It is That Kevin Show, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And I'm very honored to have Mariel Hemingway with us tonight. We've interviewed a lot of actors and actresses over the years, lots of presidential candidates, sports figures, etc. It's always fun to delve into what made them who they are. And Mariel, I appreciate your kind of candidness tonight. You wrote about a kind of a life change in your book. Your family has obviously been very celebrated and very famous. You've also had some pretty dark chapters, and I think you've admitted publicly that a lot of that really hurt you on a lot of levels and really caused a lot of pain in a lot of different ways. And then you got into something that I did not know about till I was doing the research for this, but I've discovered it recently in my own life. Yoga was the thing. Yoga helped you?
It was just a vehicle that that helped me realize that being present, which sounds like a woo-woo concept, but right, it sounds like
this means I'm just sitting here actually paying attention to what's going on.
Exactly. And that's what it means. It's so hard for humans to just stay here, like just be here, right?
It's so true. It's so true.
Hard. So you kind of taught me that.
Your newest work is a PureFlix production. What was it about this particular project that attracted you?
I have a son in it who is a country western singer. He's really good, but he goes down the rabbit hole of addiction. And the reason why it resonated with me is that I come from a family of addiction. I come from a family of alcoholics. Like, they drank too much because they were covering pain. And that really is what this, fictional character, my son, was doing. He was trying to get over the pain of losing a brother in a tragic accident and having a father that he can't communicate with. And I love stories about human interaction that, and especially family stories, because we all have them, right? We all come from a family. We all come from something. We all have a story. We all are not perfect. We all go through our bumps in the road. And it's nice to see a story that just kind of deals at this human level and is not taking you down some dark path. And there's some joy in the end, right?
Yeah.
So that's what attracted
Well, it's a fun story, and there's some really cute comedy in it between the main character and his son and the interactions. It's very lovable, very adorable. PureFlix is the distributor. You can get it on your PureFlix app. You can download PureFlix off any device, Roku or Apple TV, etc. They've got it everywhere. Mariel, what's next for your next stage of adventure? What are you hoping to drink in the next chapter of life?
Well, here's the weird thing. I think that I'm at the beginning of my life. I think it's all starting.
Well, again, 29 and counting. I'm just,
Right. So I have a podcast called Out Comes the Sun podcast. I also have a foundation that I started for mental health called the Mariel Hemingway Foundation.org. And what I'm doing, I'm also producing. I'm producing 3 different projects one's based on my grandfather's life when he became the writer that we know him to be, but it was before he was famous. Then there's kind of when he's already famous. And then I've got a story about myself and my 2 sisters in the 80s, the 70s, 80s.
Oh, wow.
60s, 70s, and 80s, kind of in that time frame. Because I think that we all kind of yearn to look back on those times, because I don't know, they're just coming from that era. I think we're very interested in how we got here. And those 3 stories kind of tell the tale of because it's a famous family, it kind of has a thread that can make sense to why we've come to where we've come. I'm not saying that my family is the derivation of social media, but there is, certainly not. But there is something to be said for that historical kind of So we call it the Hemingway universe. So I'm producing that. Hopefully that will go. No, I know it's going to go. My husband has an amazing health and wellness project that he's doing that I've been involved in for the last 10 years. He's been engineering an amazing technology that's going to really reverse the aging process.
Which is why you're literally now 27.
I love you.
We've been going.
Let's go
The
by.
clock's been going backwards the entire interview. Mariel Hemingway, it is a genuine joy to have you with us. Kevin McCullough coming back from New York. Stay here.
Ready or not, he'll be right back. That Kevin